things. Designing a product is keeping 5,000 things in your brain, these concepts, and fitting them all together in kind of continuing to push to fit them together in new and different ways to get what you want.
So I'm Rebecca Edmunds, Director at RK Signature Interiors. We are residential high-end interior design throughout Surrey, London and Essex. Bringing my clients into Pulse is fantastic because they really get a sense of what they can achieve in their home. I think quite often they don't really understand what the opportunities are, what different options they have for different budgets and how that works in the context of a home. So being able to come in and feel and touch and experience the performance in different rooms is really valuable. Always, they love it. I mean, it's fantastic, and you would never know that a space like this existed. So, you know, they're always quite surprised when they walk in. And really, I think, again, as I said, having the opportunity to walk through a number of different rooms and see what a sort of dedicated cinema room setup might look like is fantastic. And then moving into some of the other rooms and looking at how might that work as a multifunctional space, which is more often than not what a lot of clients are looking for. They want spaces that they can use as entertaining rooms, as family living areas, as well as having that sort of cinema performance when they want it. So it's very, and clients find it often very difficult to visualize these things. So until they actually see it, they don't quite understand what the options are. I would always advocate for any designer or architect, anybody else that might be working with the client right at the beginning of the project, to bring them in as early as possible. I think it's very much my ethos that the earlier you can work these things into a project, the better. Otherwise, what happens is you end up retrofitting, which is never ideal. It doesn't help the client to budget for the project, and it means that you end up with something that is less than perfect. So if we do all of that work up front, you're able to design around the technology and the practical requirements that there are with AV, in the same way that you would with kitchens or bathrooms or any other area of the house. So really that forward planning and bringing clients in as early as possible is key. So technology is changing all the time, and I think being able to work with people that are at the forefront and really understand what is possible, what technology is available, and have a bit of a creative approach, so that we're not just thinking about the more predictable designs or predictable products or use of those products, but kind of push the boundaries a bit and think about some creative applications. It's really exciting. Absolutely, and it's the same for anything. You know, the more they understand, the more they appreciate you know, the technology, how it works, and a lot of clients do want to get that level of detail. They want to understand you know, much more of the technical information, which they can do, and they can see it working. They can see and experience it again, and I keep going back to that, but it's so important for them to be able to really get that level of understanding, and it's a bit of an education piece, I think, sometimes actually for clients coming in.